Hi guys, it's Mrs. V. So today we're going to outline our llama art. So I have a Sharpie marker, any black marker, black pen, black crayon, black colored pencil will do. We just want those lines to be bold. And so I'm going to show you both of them. So I have my llama with glasses and my kind of closed eye llama. So we're going to start kind of just how we drew it. And if you still have that arched line that we started with, you're only going to trace your bumpy line or your spiky line. Because I know some people gave their llama kind of spiky fur. So that's going to be the only one we're going to trace. We're not going to trace that first line that we started off with, just the bumpy one. If you still have yours on your paper, I know some people erased theirs. So we're just going to go through and we're going to trace our whole outside of our llama. I'm going to move on and do our llama ears. Okay, and then llama closed eyes, and I'm going to make this just a little bit thicker right there, just on that edge, and I'm going to put my llama lashes in. Same thing on the other side. And then I'm going to do the V for the llama's nose. This little curve. I'm not going to connect them. I'm just going to leave that a curve. My curved lines here. My curve right here. And then his little llama chin. Okay, and we're going to get to kind of the bottom part of his face. And I'm going to put in my little fluffs of llama fur. If you made your llama fluffy, I'm going to add a couple in there because he didn't have any up on the top there. I'm going to put in my llama he has like a collar on.
Third graders may go.
I'm at school. And then we're going to do our background. So whatever you did, if you did stripes like me for your background, you just want to trace those lines. Make sure you don't trace through your llama and you just trace your lines. And my wavy line, straight, zigzag, wavy, and wavy. Okay. So I'm going to trace my other one the same way. So you can see this one, I still have kind of that little bit of that line, but I'm not going to trace that one. I'm just going to trace the outside bumpy line. So if you're tracing your line, you just want that outside bumpy or spiky line, depending on what you did for your llama. Now I'm going to go over onto the other side because it's easier to work just because I'm a lefty. I have a hard time working this way. So I'm just going to reach over to the other side and trace all the little fluffy bumps because llamas are fluffy. And trace the ears next, just like I did with the other one. Ears. And then I am going to trace our llama's face. So I'm going to trace our V first, the curve of his nose, chin, and do the little side parts too, just like that. Bottom part of the face. I realized I forgot to add his little fluff in, so I'm going to add his little fluff in. Eyes, I'm going to trace the eyes. And then I'm going to make this line a little bit extra thick right there, that inside line, just so it looks like the central part of his eye. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to add my llama lashes. And then llama lashes. And if you put glasses on your llama, like I did, you could trace those glasses too. And if you want, you can go around them twice just to make that line a little bit extra thick so it looks like glasses if you want to. You don't have to. And I'm just going to make that one a little bit extra thick too. And this one as well. So I'm just drawing right next to it. And if I have a little white spot, I just fill it in. If you did not give your llama glasses, then don't follow this step. That's okay. And I'm going to do the same thing around this side right here. And then that side right there. I'm going to give my llama he has like a little ribbon around his neck. And then kind of wrapped around his neck like he's fancy. Little fancy ribbon. And then I'm going to use my pencil to put my just like little, almost like a little letter C or a U for like the fluff for the llama. And then I'm going to trace that as well.
So that bus rider, please leave now.
And then we're going to get our background again. So straight line. And then zigzag all the way across. Don't draw through your background. Don't draw through your background. Oh, and I missed a little fluff there. And then I'm going to do a wavy line. And then straight, zigzag, all the way across. And our next step is we're going to erase those pencil lines. So get your eraser out. And you're going to erase all those pencil lines. So notice I still have a little bit of that kind of big U shape that we started with. I want to get rid of that and any leftover pencil lines that I have. Erase everything so that it is, you can just see the lines that we just made. And gonna erase all of that. Okay. And I'm going to do the same thing on my other one. Let's shake that out. Now I'm going to just pick one of these to color. I think I'm just going to do my llama with glasses, but I want to show you just to erase whatever you did. Okay. So our next step is we're actually going to color the background first, then our llama. Okay. So I'm going to start off and I'm going to color my background first. And I'm going to kind of color in a pattern. So I'm going to pick 3 colors to color in a pattern. And you guys can pick, you don't have to color in a pattern. You can use different colors than I do. But I'm just going to pick 3 colors to color in my pattern. All right, so I'm going to start with my top section. And we're just going to color this background part first. And then we'll work on our llama. Because our llama, because they're typically, they could be white or brown. Or you can make your llama a crazy color. But we're going to start off with that background. So I'm going to use this. This is just a purple. So again, I'm going to start making my outline right along my edge here. And then just right along my stripe, go around my llama ears, and then I'm going to color on the side. So I'm doing all my borders first, just because it's a lot easier to do that first, and then I can color in the middle, and I don't have to worry about going over. So I'm just going to color. And I have medium, pressing medium, but I'm trying to get all of my little white spots. I'm coloring that all in. And then all this colored. All right. So I have purple. So I said I was going to pick 3 colors. So I am going to pick another color. And I think I will pick, I kind of like this. This is red violet, kind of in a pinky purple color. And you guys can use any colors that you want. If you just want to use a 2-color pattern, you can do that. So again, I'm just coloring my border. So right up against the black line or the outside edge of the paper, that's where our border goes. And then I'm going to color in. Get all our llama colored in. And if you, outside like I did, my eraser will waste a little bit of that. So I'm going to color this section. And I always tilt my paper because it's easier for me to color when it's sideways. All right, so this section here, and then I'm going to color this little part right here. And again, so you guys can see, I'm just going all the way around. And I want to make sure I get all the little like marshmallow spaces. And then I'm going to need this last little section right here. You can also make a rainbow too. Like if you wanted to use a different color in each, you don't have to do pattern. You can do different color in each section. You could do that too. All right. So that's all set right there. So I'm going to get another color and let's see. I think I will use maybe scarlet. So scarlet's kind of an orange color. I know I was doing purples before, but we'll do scarlet. So again, I'm just going to start with my outline and then color up and then around my border, and then I'm going to fill this in. All right, so I colored this section. So this is going to be my next part. And again, if you guys wanted to color each space a different color, you could do that too. That's something that is kind of fun. If you wanted to kind of divide the space up differently, you could do that too. So I'm just going to color all that in and then get this little section right here. And again, that border along our edge. And then color the middle. All right, so I could go with this pattern again, which I am. I'm just going to go with this purple again. Or you guys can just keep going with a bunch of different colors. So I'm just going to use this purple. And I only have 2 little sections. As you work down your picture, you kind of will have less to do because it's only the sides that you'll have to do. And not so much the top section because the llama takes up most of your picture. And we get this side. I'm going to try to get most of that background done. I'll probably do maybe one more stripe. All right, so this section's done, and I'm going to take my pink, or my, what is this, red violet, which is really way more violet than it is red. And then color all the way up here. All right, and then my next side. And I always have a piece of paper underneath in case I draw on my table, which I usually do. All right, so I have two more. So I'm going to grab my scarlet and my purple. Those will be my last two colors just because I'm following a pattern. So I did purple, red, violet, scarlet. Those were my three colors. But again, you guys can use any colors you want. You can, even if you wanted to do all the same colors, you could do that. Whatever you guys wanted to do. But I wanted to show you what it would look like if you had chosen to do a background pattern like mine. Okay. Get those little marshmallows. And then we'll get our last scarlet side. And our border, edge, and then other border.